Frank talked about simplifying things on offense and the game plan. I mean, how do you feel like that is working for you?
Yeah, I think just as a unit, just wanting to hone in on the details, and there's been a point of emphasis for sure on just execution. So obviously that's we've done a couple of things like that, and that's the approach that Coach Reich and the rest of the staff feels like has been best. And again, I think for us it's just opportunity to hone in on details and to focus in on execution. So that's what the strain is for us.
What do you say to people that say they put too much on you too early, and that's might have slowed down the ability to play fast?
Yeah, that's not how I see it. Again, I trust Coach Reich. I trust the staff. They've done a great job of preparing me, of us working through things, and us being able to help my development and allow me to grow. So I've had full confidence in that. I feel like everything is as far as that. I felt great about everything, and again, it's just I trust the coaches with that decision, and for us, it just tells us to hone in on the details and make sure we're focusing on execution. So, I'm grateful for how everything's played out. I feel like everything's been good, and then, again, I trust the coaches and how they're taking us.
Bryce, you used the word development. What do you know now that you didn't know 5 weeks ago about the way NFL offense works?
Trying to hone in and be efficient in the operation. Some stuff that it's still the same football, but obviously just learning more and being more comfortable. Playing at this level, and again, different operational things. The little intricacies that come with it. So just developing in that. Feel like I've grown and need to continue to grow and keep getting better. I think those are some of the things.
How different is the operation in terms of taking a play call from your ear to the huddle and putting it on the field?
Yeah,
in college.
Yeah, in college and before, it's signals for the most part, and then now it's this, and I think that's a transition that everyone, I wouldn't say everyone, but most people make, I'd say. Can't speak for everyone, but I think that's kind of the status quo for college, and then obviously it changes here at the pro level, so everyone has to make that adjustment. Everyone, we all go through that, and again, I'm continuing to grow. I feel like I've grown and gotten better, and need to continue to grow and get better. But it's a change, and I feel a lot more comfortable now, and that's thanks to the coaches and the coaching staff and the people around me, just helping me to grow in that.
How much has that comfort level increased when you guys went to the wristband, and was that kind of similar to what you used in college?
Still, it's still a different operation. Again, it's still different, but just having time to. We worked through that when we changed, and worked through the week in changing that. And again, I trust the coaches with the operation they feel is best. So we went there. We went. We've done wristband stuff. So whichever way for me, it's just how efficient we can be in executing. And I trust the coaches in whatever way it's been.
Changes like that, how collaborative are they? Is that something where you go to the coaches and say, hey, this would be easier on me, or do the coaches approach you and say, hey, let's try this?
Yeah, well, I always follow the coach's lead on the operational stuff, and how they want things to look, and the pre-snap stuff. I follow their lead, so I trust them, and it was something that as a team, as a collective, as a group, as a unit, that we just all decided to move towards.
Bryce, what's been the biggest challenge of getting explosive plays for this offense?
I think it just boils down to execution. First and foremost for myself, of making sure that when they're up and they're there, that I hit them, and that getting into those, finding those explosive plays, and just us as a unit, just honing in on details and executing. Again, I think there's been opportunities, and I have to do a better job of making sure we take advantage of them. But I think again, it just boils down to execution.
How much is what Tua did at Alabama, and how did that impact your career path?
Yeah, I think just as far as my college career, definitely was really big. It was a big reason why I went to Alabama. It was a big transition from when he was there. Just what the offense looked like, and what they what Alabama moved to offensively. And since it's flourished since then. And I was a recruit when all that was happening, so that was a really, really big reason for me being there. And I know Tua. Know Tua well. I talked to him, throughout the years, a good amount of times, and just a really good guy, really good person, really cool. And then I've watched a ton of film of him from Bama, on, have a tremendous amount of respect for him as a person and definitely him as a player. So, you know, it's definitely a great opportunity to be able to, you know, go against him this weekend.
Bryce, you mentioned the wristband. How much input do you actually have with what goes on the wristband or not?
Yeah. Again, it's a collaboration with stuff like that. You know, again, a great thing about this team, this coaching staff is, you know, there's not a lot of ego. Everyone just wants to, you know, we all want the same thing, and you know, we're all trying to work towards the same thing. So, you know, we collaborate on things like that. We talk about, you know, we all just want to be as efficient as possible. So, I'm grateful that, you know, we've been able to have conversations, be able to talk about things. So there's definitely been collaboration about it.
Along those lines, Frank has said that each week he talks to you and kind of what plays you like, and he's kind of figuring that out. What plays do you like to run?
The ones I feel like have the best chance of you know, being successful and being executed. It's not a week to week. This is my play, and like this is my thing. I want this play. It's, you know, it goes into our game plan. It goes into what we're trying to attack. It goes to the defense and what specific areas, you know, we want to attack there. You know, it's not the same stuff every week. It's not this same category. It's not one specific route. It really changes and varies completely from week to week. So it's all dependent on, you know, what we're trying to do.
Coach Wright says he feels like this team is getting better. When you self-assess, do you feel like you've been getting better week to week?
I feel like there has been growth. You know, I think it's, you know, we've talked about it, of just having that balance of obviously having urgency, and, you know, again, we understand where we're at, and it's not where we want to be, and, you know, it's not acceptable where we are, and knowing that things have to change, and there's a lot of growth to be done, and having that mindset, because obviously we haven't been getting the results that we want, but also trying to find, you know, trying to stay positive and find the things that we can build off of, and, you know, not just, you know, glance past those, because obviously we haven't been getting the outcome that we want. So I think that there's things that I've grown in and developed in and feel more comfortable about. And then obviously a lot of stuff that I still need to get better at and improve in. So, you know, just throughout having experience, you know, having more experience obviously than I did, you know, before at the beginning of the year, I do feel better. I feel like I've grown in certain areas, but, you know, I'm far from where I want to be. So, you know, I think it's a mixed bag.
Expound on what those areas of growth are. You said you think that there's some areas where you feel like you've seen growth.
Yeah, I feel like just, you know, comfortability within the offense, within the operation, and again, there's still a lot of growth that I need to have done in that. So I'm, you know, by no stretch of the means a finished product, but I do feel like there's a lot of things for me that I have improved on, as far as just the operation, having a better feel for what we're doing, and it just has come with reps. You know, being able to have live reps and game reps, which, you know, we try to emulate as much as we can. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, a Sunday night NFL game isn't something that, you know, you can, or, you know, whatever time, but an NFL game isn't something that you can emulate. So just having reps, I think, and having that experience has helped. And again, there's still a lot more that I want to keep getting better at and keep improving at. But having that experience has definitely been invaluable. I have to keep building on it.
Bryce, we've heard about how competitive you are. Has it been challenging for you to see the good when you're not getting the results?
Yeah, of course. And I don't think that's just me. You know, it's for everyone. You know, we understand the business side of the sport. We understand it's a result-oriented game, and, you know, we're all competitive. So, you know, knowing that there's stuff that I want back and stuff that I wish I would have done better. That's not just me who feels like that in the locker room. We all look in the mirror, and it's frustrating for all of us. You know, again, knowing that there's stuff that we could do better. We could be executing better. We can be, from an individual standpoint, from a unit, from a team. It definitely is frustrating. But again, it's stuff that, you know, you can't change what's happened in the past. You know, we can dwell on it and try to lick our wounds and feel bad for ourselves, and that's going to get us just further from where we want to be. So, yeah, you know, no one's happy. You know, it is frustrating, but at the end of the day, we have a tremendous amount of belief in ourselves. I believe in all the guys in the locker room, the coaching staff. I'm super happy to be here, and you know, you can deal with it for, you know, however long after the game, and, you know, you feel it, but, you know, we've moved on. Now you have to move on and try to be constructive, and, you know, it doesn't turn into doubt. It doesn't turn into confusion. You know, we know what we're capable of, and we have to earn the right to be able to prove that and to show it. But, all our focus goes on doing that throughout the week.
When Frank says you've simplified things, is it more than just limiting the playbook? What other things has that really helped you?
From my standpoint, I think it's, really it hasn't been, we've just honed in on kind of what, the specifics of what we're doing. And I think, again, it's given us a great opportunity to take advantage of the details, and it hasn't changed my approach of how I prepare, how I look at things. Again, it's just a good reminder for us and gives us the ability to just take more points of emphasis and have more detail. So it hasn't changed anything towards my approach.
Have you called it to us since this year, or since he's been in the league, and what's the best advice he's given you?
Yeah, for sure, a couple of times, including this offseason, and we've had some conversations. Again, a great person, great dude, and it's great to see him, being able to have the success he's had, and he's been able to say, just being consistent and working hard, and just trying to continue to build and keep growing. And again, it's been really great just for me. Again, he was a big reason of why I ended up going to Alabama, and be able to see that translate and see him flourish at this level is, it's been great to watch for me over the years. And he shared some of that stuff and echo some sentiments. So I'm super grateful for that.
You guys train together?
We haven't trained together before, but just non-football stuff, been able to have conversations. Again, a great dude.
Bryce, the explosive plays, you said there have been some opportunities. Is that cases where you're saying there was a guy that you just didn't hit, or is it more like play calling, or not calling, but play changes that you didn't?
Yeah, I think a mixture of things that I could, I should have, whether it's getting us into things that I should be, or missing throws, missing opportunities, missing reads. Again, that's all on me. That's my fault for there's stuff that, again, I wish I could have back and wish I could have executed at a higher level, and that's stuff that I have to continue to grow in. And it sucks in the moment, it sucks but you have to turn the page and move. So that's all on me. And again, I have to continue to get better at that. And that's going to be working on.
We're finished with Alex.
Bryce, as you reflect on your game against Detroit, what was working in the second half that wasn't working in the first?
I think for us is just execution. When we start executing, and we're able to just build upon it. I think that we did a good job of doing that at times, and from an offense, we didn't really give ourselves a chance. We kind of took ourselves out of it early, and again, that's on me. I'm a big reason for that. So, I think, in that, at that time, we were just able to execute and not shoot ourselves in the foot, we're able to do some good things. And again, we didn't give ourselves a chance to when we took that away early. We put our defense in some really bad situations, and again, that lies on me. So we can't do that, and regardless of how many good plays we had or how well we executed at times, we did too much, and it's not going to matter. You turn the ball over 3 times against a really good team, and they don't. You can't expect to win any of those games. So, I think it was just, I think that's. I don't think it felt like it was anything that was surreal. It was just, we have to be able to do that more consistently and string that together, and not do the things that take away from that. And that starts with me. So, that's what we're going to be working towards.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.